Hello, hello. How is everybody doing today? We're back with some awesome, well, I wouldn't say it's awesome news, but it's nice to find the news, right? It's nice to find it and to share it with you and to show you all the stuff that's going on that we're not giving enough attention to. There's not enough people that are doing their part about this. But then again, if you are and you're coming into being blocked, well, then you can join our crew, which we are being blocked in every corner. Every corner.
Yeah.
Whether it's court, whether it's the people that actually work as what we're going to be talking about is child trafficking. Okay? So YouTube probably kicked my butt out, but I don't care. It's a very huge topic that no one is doing enough work for. And we're getting from people, well, people don't want to hear that. Talk about something else. They don't want to hear about that. Well, when do you? I mean, you know how many mothers are suffering without their kids because of all the crimes? I mean, never mind about the border. We have kids here in South Carolina that are disappearing. Okay? Never mind how many children get taken out of their homes and they have good homes by CPS.
Yeah.
Which we call them DSS here. All right. So first we'll go into prayer to start us off and give thanks to God. Dear God, thank you so much for all your many blessings that you've given us, showing us the way. Please favor us and show us protection. And same for my audience. Show us all the love that you have for us and keep protecting all of us to do your work. And I ask all this in the name of Yeshua.
Amen.
So now, you know, it's not the happiest information, no. But what I am happy about is to get this out to you and to show you the evidence.
Well, because there's kids that need us to do this. So I might not be happy to hear it, but what if a child catches wind that someone's spreading it more? You know, you can't think of yourself with certain situations. You can't think of your own emotions. You got to think of others.
Yes. And I meet too many people, they say, oh, I can't handle this. I can't handle this.
Or it's
so
not
don't.
True, or
you know, this gives me, what do they call it?
Anxiety.
I'm like, oh, wait until it's your grandkid.
Well, it's weird because they'll listen about the border. They'll hear about, there's a lot of human trafficking over the border, but they refuse to hear that's going on in their backyard.
Yeah.
It doesn't make, but.
So we're doing it. We're telling you. We're giving you the proof. Okay. So what we're going to do is set us up on the first. Here we go. On the new. Right here. Okay. As you can see.
This one's from 2018.
Yes. You had a sting operation in South Carolina, nabs scores of child predators, prostitutes, sex purchasers. Okay, so yes, this is an older topic, but what I'm trying to show you is that it's always been there. And it still is. Wake up. It still is. What do you get from listening to the news?
Yeah.
Your regular cable news. They don't tell you anything. The only one, ION, or it was AON, they were telling stuff, right? But they got kicked off the cable company. That's awful.
And Fox is just starting to scratch the surface with it.
Oh, Fox
They're
is
starting,
a bunch of
and
lame
it's like,
asses.
and no matter what they say, it's always been there. And Stu Peters, he's been talking about it for a while. I mean, a lot of the people have, but they're just recently coming out with it when it's been going on. I talked to someone recently, and she said it's been going on for years. It's just that the media and the social media is what's making it bigger now, but it's never been an old story.
Nope.
So we might start back in 2018, but it's to prove a few years back. This is not brand new.
No.
This has been going on. A lot of research has been dug into this. So,
all right. So the next one. Deputies, 11 men in South Carolina arrested an undercover sexting operation. See, now this is news. How come we don't see much of it?
Mm-hmm. And they don't follow up with it. They don't tell you what happened. They don't tell you where the kids are. This is from 2022. This is Lexington County, South Carolina. But they're not telling you. They only tell you what happens. But no one ever follows up. Well, where are the children? Where did they go? Who has them? What happened to them? Where are the are these men out on bail? How much was their bail? You know, when's their hearing? There's no up. You have to follow yourself, and it's very hard to find the information.
Yes, it is. But here you go. Another one. This is Lexington County, okay? And it gives you a list. And obviously, all the links will be on the bottom so that you can click and see for yourself, read it yourself. All right? Let's see. News. Whoops. Where was it? Where did it go?
It was just...
See, it doesn't want me to stay there.
There it goes.
There it goes. Sorry. Okay, so anyway, after the suspect asked to meet with the child, detectives were placed at a predetermined meeting spot to make an arrest. And that's going on. But it's just, why does this not stop? This is just getting more popular.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now that all the evergreen trailers are stopped from coming into port, all of a sudden we've got more kids being taken here in United States. All right, here we go. 22 more men arrested in online sting operation. And this is from
2022.
Yeah.
This is from the Lexington. This is from September.
September. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Man, Lexington is
And this is their sheriff's website, Lexington, South Carolina, sheriff.com.
Yeah. These arrests bring our arrest total to 33 suspects from the operation we hosted earlier this year with Lexington Police Department and South Carolina Attorney General's Office. Lexington County Sheriff Jay Coons said, "The intent of these suspects during these communications is clear. They wanted to persuade, entice, or coerce someone that they responsibly believed to be under the age of 18 to engage in sexual activity." Yeah, usually they're not just under 18. They're usually 11,
mm-hmm.
12,
8,
5,
mm-hmm.
8. This is an epidemic. This is a problem. And if you don't want to listen to it now, it's going to be in your backyard.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be someone in your family, if it isn't already.
Right, if it's not
because
already.
it's that epidemic.
Mm-hmm.
It's in our family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Let's give him some fame. Brian Keith Ashworth, 52, North Carolina, criminal solicitation of a minor, 2 counts. Oh, another one. Jeffrey Close, 52. What's he from New York? What's he doing over here? Anyway, 22 men arrested. You can go ahead and see their mugshots. Okay, WMF investigates in South Carolina doing enough to protect children. It's a question. Is South Carolina doing enough to protect children from sexual assault? I say no.
No. Not the numbers that they're showing.
DSS is still up.
Mm-hmm. They're still doing it. This is from 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And they had that question back then.
How much do they get? How much money do they get, DSS, for each child they get in?
From our sources, we were told $3,000 per child every time a child's put into foster care.
Yes, and then they get more money if what? Where do they put the kid? See, they don't get money if they have the child adopted.
Right.
Not as much as soaking this kid. Every place they put them, that's extra money they get. Mm-hmm. Compared to what the state gets to compare to what the foster care parent has, is nothing.
No.
What did they give? $300 a month per kid?
It's something very low.
I mean, come on. To raise a kid, you know how much money that is?
Yeah.
To raise them properly, what is it, $100,000 a year?
No, and back in my time when I was doing a study on it back in high school, it was $500,000 from the age of 1 to the age of from birth to 18. It was $500,000 to raise one child.
Yeah.
In 2008.
So
whenever I graduated.
When that kind of money, when you can make off a child, it's very tempting. As far as I'm concerned, if you do drugs or you sell drugs and you really need them, that is some quick money they can make to steal a kid.
Yeah.
It's happened on our road. There was a pickup. Nice. It was not dented or anything, but it was an old Dodge silver pickup. He was looking at the kids. They tried to stop. And I had to run.
You released your dog, too.
Oh, yeah. I got dogs. I got many dogs. For this purpose. So that our kids stay safe.
Yeah.
The dogs are very protective over the children. But anyway, they took off. But I think I recognized them and we reported it and nothing happened. They don't care.
Nope.
You think the police departments here in South Carolina care? I haven't found one. They laugh when you want to press charges or make a report on something.
Yeah.
To persuade you differently. They manipulate you so that they don't have to either work or protect their Mason crew.
Right, so they continue the money laundering, yeah.
Yeah. And I feel sorry for all the good cops. But you know what? Even you good cops, you look the other way.
Yeah, you don't do anything about it.
No. So guess what? You fall in line with the crooked ones. Oh, what can we do? There's so many of them. Yeah, well, you know what? Report them.
Yeah.
You can start there. Not us. We report everything straight up to Donald Trump. I ain't playing. Yeah. I'm giving it to everybody. I know everything has been covered and every road we've gone on we've been on many roads and still, in our case, still, the child is with the person that was, how could I say, they were
the abusers.
They were the abuser, yes. Okay, and we'll get into a story like that. And I'm so happy that this mother got what she needed, but she's upset at the fact that, this other case, she was upset that he's not arrested and it's still open in her case. So she's always scared for her kid. Well, at least they let her keep her kid. She doesn't have a clue that they could easily take her kid like they did to one of our mothers. Okay? And clearly, you could see all the pedophiles living around them too. This is such a stupid case. It is so plain and simple, but nobody wants to touch it because there is a politician attached. Yep. Okay? Stupid politicians. Anyway, so you have Horry County, childhood stripped away too soon is a grim reality happening too often across South Carolina. You're dang right. Nearly 10,000 charges of criminal sexual offenses involving minors were filed at court throughout the state since 2013. The number is growing. You keep turning and closing your ears to this, and it's going to grow so bad, it's going to be in your face. Okay. Next one. Too many people don't believe children's recognizing child sex abuse signs could change court outcomes. They don't believe it. Oh, yes. How many people don't believe ours? They don't get it. When the whole justice system is corrupt, that would be easier to believe. Okay? You need to understand that it is corrupt. Everybody's doing something in that court system to
And a lot of people actually agree with that
grease
statement.
their hands.
They do believe that the family court and DSS is corrupt, but they don't believe in child trafficking. Like, oh yeah, court systems are all corrupted. Well, I mean, you can't
Because they don't
further.
believe it because, one, either they're that person that, oh, I can't hear that kids get hurt.
Yeah.
Or two, they're in it.
Yeah.
Sorry. You can't be that stupid.
This one's
Anyway.
from Hartsville. 2019 in
Hartsville.
Hartsville.
That's another one. Let me tell you a little bit about Hartsville. Don't know how, but it's got to be spice. And I'm researching this now. Katie and I are researching this now. There is the amount of pedophiles in the surrounding Hartsville. When we found sex crimes around our area, it was what, one? And that was in the city?
There's low. It's very low. Yeah. Around us, there's like none.
And then you go and sit somewhere like Hartsville, and they all live next to each other.
Oh my gosh. Within 3 miles, we found
I would call
47.
that a ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they work together. Oh, yeah. What's the job? It's called Sunoco?
Sunoco?
Sunoco? Yeah.
Sunoco,
And what's the other
Sunoco
one?
plant. There's Duke Energy.
There's Duke Energy, and what else? It was Sunoco, Duke Energy. It was the third one. They're all together related.
Well, that one's non-existent anymore. They
No.
switch names. That
The trucking company
they
could
switch
switch names.
names.
Do your research. They have a mad amount of sexual predators.
Well, a lot of these pedophiles have ham operating radios too.
Yes.
They're all registered or ham operating. That's kind of odd.
Yep. And guess what? The military knows about it, at least. If you think the military don't know. We have such... let me tell you about our military. They are amazing. And they have the top science working with them. Okay? There's technology that you would never even think it would work.
Yeah.
You think Star Trek is really just a show?
Star Trek. Yeah.
Listen, you guys don't have a clue. Your brain is about this big because you don't want to learn anything. Okay? It really has to start opening up. You have to open up. There is so much. For instance, the Bible, there's a lot of books missing. Okay? There's 66 books. What's up with that number, and why is there only 66 books in the Bible? Ask yourself. When there's supposed to be a total of 777. So when you think you know and you judge, think again. Because you will never know enough. You will never know everything. And you will be always learning till the day you die. I don't care if you're 80, 90, whatever it is. You still don't know nothing. There is too much to learn out there. There's so much. And there is a God. And we have faith. And that's why we're doing this. So that I know that one day God is going to just vindicate and bring complete justice.
You see that statement right there? It says on the bottom, it says the statistics reveal too many victims are left empty-handed in their search for justice in the criminal court system. This is back in 2019. How many years ago was that? 3?
Yep. Oh, look at this. Hartsville again. Man distributed child sexual abuse material, investigators say.
This is 2020.
Come on. That's got to be one of their little areas.
There was one recently where the kid lived in a... That's next? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, really, honestly, look at this. Hartsville man faces 3 charges connected with the sexual exploitation of minors. Investigators say Grayson Maxie Huggins, 33. Oh, that's a good Mason number. Distributed child sexual abuse material, according to South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson. Huggins was arrested on Friday. He is charged with 3 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor, second degree, a felony offense, punishable by to 10 years imprisonment on each count. And it's so amazing how every story is different. Like some people will get a little bit of time, and then some people, oh no, there's no way
Yeah.
that happened, and would go after the mother for the accusations.
Well, Trump was the one that was changing the punishments for pedophiles. He was trying to press harder what do you call that? Counts. Like he wanted them imprisoned. I mean, I feel like he's all for death penalty with stuff because he's made comments upon it about.
I'm for it.
Yeah.
The only good pedophile is a dead pedophile.
But he was the one pushing it to where Biden was reversing it. So you see pedophiles walk out after 3 months, but someone that dealt marijuana's got 10 years.
Give me a break.
You can thank the Democrats.
Give me a break. And listen, people, stop it with the oh, I'm black, I'm white, I'm this, I'm that. Be proud of your culture and move on. We need to stick together and save these kids, because I don't give a crap if it's a white kid or a black kid or a Hispanic kid. Yeah. Every child needs to be saved. Mm-hmm. And they have taken the black folks way too much through the ringer. It's time to stand up against these jerks. Yeah. Okay? It's not the white man that's the problem. No. It's the really rich man. Okay?
Yeah.
Rich Jewish man. That's the problem. That claims he's Jewish, but he's really Satanists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay? Satanists are your problem. All right, so that's one right there. And then let's find another one here in South Carolina. Good old South Carolina. Hartsville man accused of owning files of child sexual abuse. Wait a minute, isn't that guy the same?
No, it's a different one.
Oh my gosh, they even look the same to me. Another one in Hartsville. Not surprised. Hartsville is a garbage dump. A man from Hartsville was arrested Tuesday on 9 charges connected to sexual exploitation of minors, according to South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson. So we should just get a hold of this Attorney General and ask him, why do some people get it and some people don't?
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you something. Don't get upset with me. Get upset that this is happening, and go research yourself and see how much. Look at how much is going on. Look how much is going on. I can't, the whole United States is under fire like this, but all we can do something for South Carolina. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm pushing South Carolina. But this is every state.
Yeah.
This is every state. Don't think your state's any better or my state's worse or vice versa. It's bad in every state. Man sentenced to 18 years in prison for raping a child in Hartsville. Hartsville man accused of raping a minor was convicted Thursday and sentenced to 18 years in prison, according to release from Fourth Circuit Solicitor Will Rogers. Now, see, that's the thing, man. They got 18 years, but do you know you only do 10% of that?
You'll do maybe half. Maybe. So, yeah, they won't even get... He's not going to do 9 years.
But yet ruined this child's life for the rest of this child's life. Because I talked to many abused people that have been abused. And let me tell you, they got to deal with it and they got to live with it for the rest of their lives. So how is this fair? Mm-hmm. Why? He's just going to go out and do it again.
Yep.
I mean, people who prey on children, okay, as this guy did, Ramsey did, are every parent's worst nightmare. Yeah. Seeking justice for the most vulnerable is always a paramount concern for every prosecutor. You're full of it. It's still going on. And how many times did you turn your head? How many times did you turn your head and let it happen? Because we know it's a hot spot. Columbia, Hartsville, Florence, Charleston.
Yeah. Myrtle Beach.
Yeah. They take one guy, make him the fall for everything. Whoops. Okay. Hartsville man arrested on child sexual abuse charges. Another one. Okay. Now, mind you, this is all that we could find. I'm sure there's so much more going on because, see, I have background information and there is a lot. Mm-hmm. Okay. There's kids that are being found in hotels.
Yeah.
They're not reporting it.
Mm-mm. No.
I found out that they are literally having these kids, selling these kids, and they belong to DSS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So next time, if you really want to help, check out these hotels. You know, the ones on the side. Because they're not willing to spend good money for these children. They got them in motels. So try to see. And I want to say how sick it is for the motel people to say it's okay. But I guess, you know, because they're not in the United States, they weren't raised here, they were from a different country. Some of them feel like, oh, well, we do that in our country. Well, we can marry them at 5 years old.
Yeah.
We need to straighten this out before we straighten out anything else. This has all got to be folded. It's all got to come crumbling down, and it's got to be restart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the only way to solve it.
Yeah. Because, okay, you fixed the elections, but...
that doesn't fix anything else.
Nope.
I'm glad your elections got figured out. Your fraud. We all know there's fraud.
I know. But Biden did not get...
No.
He did not get millions of votes. Okay, give me a break. Give me a break. You go on his website and there's what? Crickets. There's crickets on the website.
Doesn't Trump have more followers on Twitter than he had votes?
Yeah. Yep.
So, I mean, let's just... we all know. We all know.
Yeah, yeah. And if you don't like Trump, that's your choice.
Yeah.
That doesn't have anything to do with the fact that this is still happening.
Yeah.
On these children. Now, of course, if you're watching this and you are a child predator, you're pretty pissed off right now because I'm exposing you. I suggest for you to shut your mouth because the minute you try to come by me, after me, I'm going to expose you even more. Except personally, don't do it. Stay quiet in your corner until you get caught by the military. Anyway, yes, this stuff pissed me off. Because I don't see enough people doing anything for this. I want these kids saved. Enough is enough. They're still getting hurt. They're still going through DSS. It's still all happening. And I do have compassion for the people that are trying to fight it. Mm-hmm. Because they're blocked in every corner.
Yeah.
I mean, we go to our GOP meeting. You guys go to your GOP and you're told... oh, don't talk about that here.
Yep. Several times.
Katie getting cut off.
Yep.
You look like a bad guy when you do that. Because that's all that matters is the children. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I know I got hot and bothered. Well, be used to it. You don't want it, turn it off. But this is going to change. And how it's going to change is that we need to pass the news around. We need to pass the news around, okay? This has got to stop. Mothers, let's start bombarding these motels and checking them and seeing what the heck they're doing. Mm-hmm. Start calling DSS and be like, what in the world is going on? Why is this... why are charges why are people saying that you are selling children? And for them to tell you no, that's bull because they are.
Yep.
Every place they put them in, every place they go, they make money.
You want to see how much money they make in a day? Go sit in the courthouse. The hearing's only 15 minutes. They're quick. They don't care to hear your side. They'll say, I read your paperwork. Foster care. Boom. $3,000.
How many parents? How many parents how many children have they taken from the parents and adopted them off?
Oh yeah. Oh,
someone who's willing to pay all that money. Oh yeah. Let me grab you a kid that you want. Yeah. I want this kind of kid.
And they'll just go to the school and get them. Whatever charge they want. DSS does not have to bring any evidence to come take your child. They walk in the school, say, I'm here for so-and-so, and the school lets them go. No paperwork. Trust me. Nothing. Just their ID badge.
Yep.
So,
well, we're going to keep going, fighting for these kids. Bringing it all up.
We'll bring up more stories next time too. There's a lot more. A lot of reasons. Some of these is hard. It's hard to find. You'll click on a link and it's been deleted. So.
Yeah. But that's okay. That's where our sister Rachel, she's a really good investigator. So she'll take a copy. She'll take a picture on her phone. Because once it's up, somebody always will have a picture. On the phone. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, don't want to keep you too long. I know people do not have a long
attention span.
Yeah. Me neither.
I don't either. Yeah.
So it's a farewell. May God bless you. Take care. And now it's the time to open up and research. Mm-hmm. Okay? And be brave. God hates cowards. Sorry. It's just true. Stand up for what's right.
Yep.
Signing out.